Hello and welcome to Starfleet 2 Krellan Commander. Now, this looks like a really old game, and it is a really old game. 1980, I forgot the date. 87, 89, something like that. It's made by guys called Trevor Sorensen and Mark Baldwin, and this is something that's coming back out on Steam. It's on there now, you can wishlist it, and I've been kindly invited to play test this. I've been testing it for about a year, although I've not played it for about 6-7 months. Trevor Sorensen, lovely guy, also works for NASA, and he teaches at a university. And yeah, we've been testing this for a while. There's another guy who's helping testing this, Brian Rubin, the space game Junkie, if you've heard of him. So yeah, I wanted to just I'm just going to skip past these. These are all the release notes because we're up to version 1.8 at the minute. I think version 1.9 is also out. Is also kind of coming out soon. A few people are playtesting that version. And it's one of the most in-depth space simulation games I've ever played. And you wouldn't think it looking at it, but trust me. So I'm just going to create a new commander here. Can I do that? Oh, that worked. Maybe not worked. Oh, okay. I don't have a password. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the main menu. There's some information here about the game and who it's dedicated to and things like that. And there's a bunch of missions. So if I do new mission, there are a lot, and it goes from, what's this first mission? You will take the battlecruiser IKS Doomsday on a recon mission into the region of the UGA, United Galactic Alliance, in front of our sector. Your primary objective is to discover as many mineral-rich planets as possible in UGA or neutral space. Your battlecruiser will be acting alone on this mission, as few UGA warships are expected. However, supply fleets will be available for your support, and I've got 10 days to complete it. So, missions go from this all the way up to attacking heavy cruisers, and then it'll pretty much expand to being in command of a fleet, and you can do planetary invasions. You actually take control of your units on the planet, and you have to take them over. It's so in-depth, it's unreal. So I'll just press enter here, and we'll load the first mission. To live is to conquer is to live. And then this looks so confusing the first time you see it, but it is so good once you realise what everything does. It is so good. So we've got a report from our executive officer. I don't think my mouse will show up on here, so I can't really direct you using that. So in the bottom left, report from executive officer. Excellency Alternatova, welcome aboard the IKS Doomsday, a standard Krellan class battlecruiser. You can upgrade your battlecruiser later once you've proved yourself. We are currently docked with Starfleet SF1 at region location 34-1. If you remember them old Star Trek games and things like that, this is very much like that. All systems operational, logistics reports fully loaded, and your crew is at peak efficiency and eager for war. Ready to leave Starfleet. We're just waiting to hear from Starfleet Control. May I add that it is a true honour to serve as your XO. We've got a message from Starfleet. This is a contest and test of the prior message. Please say good morning to Noddy, so we'll send acknowledgement yes. Message acknowledged, contest was successful. And then you're unleashed in the game. Now I'm just going to pause this. If I do Control F, it will pause it. Now I am a bit rusty. It's been a while since I played this, and there's been a lot of upgrades to it, updates. It does go a little bit slow in combat because there's a lot of stuff happening. It is quite slowed down because I believe it's only using, I don't know what the terminology is, one processor, I can't remember the name of them, but it's only using one, so it can only do one decision, one thing at a time. I've heard that if this release is successful, he's going to release, or he's going to put together another version of it where it can do multiple things at once. So it does get a bit slow in combat, but it's never really a problem. Sometimes you need it. So let me just give you a little tour of the ship. So we've got this screen here. We've got our long-range scanners in the top left. We've got our mission elapsed time down there. And we've got 10 days. So That's represented by 10.00. We've got our nav, so it says our regional location, our position in there, our course and our target. And we are currently docked. We have our tactical display, and that green thing at the centre, that's the star fort. You can also see our bearings around there. We've got our velocity after that, represented by VEL. We've got hyperspace and setting, I believe. We've got our damage up the top right, so everything's good at the moment. We have our weapons, which are phasers and torpedoes. It says how many torpedoes, crew, shock troops, supplies, sensor probes, obliterator pods, and escorts. We don't have any escorts yet. On the bottom right, you can see our energy. So we're using 5% at the minute. We've got 100% and 100% backup. We've got some things in the middle. We've got ECM, so we can turn ECM on, which will help if an enemy fires torpedoes at us. Speed, I'm not sure. We're not in rest mode, which is that. CMF is... let's have a look. CMF. Can't remember what CMF. It's a switch toggle. Countermeasures, maybe? I can't remember. Oh, what's CMF? I forgot. But as you can see, there are a lot of controls to remember. You do just use the keyboard, which is really cool. I love this game so much. I was watching Brian, Space Game Junkie, play it, and I requested access if I could play test it, and yeah, I got through that way, and it's such a good game. I'm turning the sound off because I'm not a fan of the sound. Let me just check the controls. So at the bottom there, it says select option. We've got our navigation, our engineering, combat, computer, security, command, strategic, science, and controls. So when I pressed L, then that listed the controls. I'm just gonna go to computer and special services and settings. And there you can see the controls. Now this was made for when keyboards used to have their F1, F2, F3, F4 down the left hand side. So you can see I'm using the bottom ones. I'm using set B, I believe. Yep, keyboard set B. So I've got my hyperdrive, sublight, course, shields, engine on, and engine stop. I'm just going to turn the engine sound off because I'm not a fan of the engine sound. Performance mode turbo, that one's new. Auto saves on now, I think that's new. And there's a laptop mode for the different keys if you need it. So let's just accept them settings. We're not in practice mode. Warning light cycle. Yep, I think we're good there. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to escape to go back to the main screen. And if I press nav, I'm going to go to system map. And this is the current system we're in, so I can see map of star system SS4. It's class K. At the top right we have, now let me just pull my guide up. I've got it. I made a little thing to help me out. Just want to make sure I'm recording. It might glitch a little bit when I go back into it. Let me just make sure that's on screen. There we go. Yep, there you go. That's it. Need to full screen it. Okay, so we've got on the top right, we've got ID, so you get different class of star systems. I think P is, what's P? It might be a suit. Oh, it's a poisonous atmosphere. Oh, so we've got one planet, so we can see if I just show you here. Oh, that stops now. That's really good. So this planet here, that represents a planet, and it says what class it is. What ID, sorry, so that's A. So if you look on the top right, ID is A. It's a class P planet, which means it's got a poisonous atmosphere, inhabited by rep. I can't remember what these are. Tech level 4. We haven't got a landing party. You can send landing parties down and stuff. You can have a base on there, and it's Krellan, which is us. We're the bad guys in this, by the way. The UG are the good guys, and we're invading their space. I've got a lot of information on here at the bottom, what I'm currently targeting, so you can see when I move over there, it's targeting. It tells me where it is and stuff like that. I can set targets, I can use the database to see about that planet. Oh, so it's reptiloid, tech level 4. Rich minerals, no supplies available, which I'll tell you about in a bit. There's a survey already done on there because it's ours. And we can display the planetary map, so let's just have a look at this. So each planet is mapped out, so you can see the planet there. You can see some information on the right. I'm not going to go into that. Some of this is useful when you're doing planetary invasions, and you can see the X's on the map. They're different cities. Okay. Let's just go back to the bridge. There we go. I'm just going to go to nav again. Let's look at our nav map. So this is the map for this mission. So every mission you do, you get a different map, and we can move around and we can set courses for these and stuff like that. These, I can't remember the things for these. Trying to think what these represent. It might say somewhere. If I do database, stars. Yeah, I'm just a little bit. I can't remember what the stars mean. Maybe middle-aged dwarf star. I think that might be it. This might be middle-aged. I think this is a hot supergiant. I think this is Earth-like sun. So they've all got different things. We can send probes out to these places. So I can send a probe here if I want. So I'll send this one. And I've launched a probe, so it's going to go tell me what planets are there, and if it detects any enemy activity. Let's just go back. We have a war map, which is useful for when we're a bit later on, when you've actually see fleets, your own fleets and stuff, and supply ships and troop transports. Helm, we can set some things up. We can do evasive, we can orbit, dock, emergency hyperspace, pursuit, and all things like that. Engineering, we've got damage control. We can teleport things, so we can teleport landing parties, boarding parties. We can transfer personnel and materials to other ships. We've got a tractor beam. There's so much in this game. Combat, we can look at. We've got like a little combat display. So when we're in combat, we've got like our short range sensors and things like that, and what's in range. It's so in depth. We've got our weapons. We can set our weapons to destroy or disable if we want to. So we can disable. We can set the mode to automatic or manual. Same for torpedoes and obliterator pods. On our computer, we can see our statistics. We can get some information on things, where we've got landing parties, what planets there are. It's unreal. We can self-destruct if we want to. Special services is where we see the menu. Personnel log. The log's not implemented yet. Security, we've got internal defences, so you can board ships and you actually see them board the ship. We can interrogate people. Communication, we can check reports and messages. We can send messages to like Fleet HQ and stuff like that. Strategic is for later on, where we can see our fleet. Can I see anything now? Yep, so we can see our battle fleets at the top. There's only me that's active in this mission area, and there's some supply fleets we can call in if we run out of supplies. You can see the region. Oh, so much stuff. Science, we can check our scanners and scan things. There's Department Q for when you pick up artifacts. Medical, so you can see how many casualties you got on the morale, and if you need to rest. So yeah, really in depth. So I think we need to make our way. I'll be quiet. Let's go to nav map. We'll go here, and we'll just go. We've sent a probe to this one to. That's 34.5, is it? Yep, that's 34.5. So we're going to head to this one. So I'm going to set this as a target by pressing enter. And we can set our velocity. Now, maximum velocity is 8. I think if you go at 9 or 10, you run the risk of something. It's going to take 0.35 days to get there. So let's enter that target in. We can choose where we want to enter that system. So I'm going to, we'll enter, yeah, I think that's it. So I'm just going to pick there. So our target is set. I'm just going to go back to the main display, and I think it's F9 to go. Do we have to set our... Yep, F9 to go. So nav computer is locked on target, of course, set to system edge. So we need to travel to the edge of this system to go. We've undocked, and we are on our way. So there we are. We're traveling away from the Starfleet. We are in hyperspace, and you can see that as well. If I go to the nav map, you can see us traveling here. Our probe's there, so our probe's on its way. We've entered the system. And we've got a target bearing 301. So I'm just going to go to the system map. Okay, we're good. Yeah, our target was the target we'd set. So it doesn't look like there's any planets here. So if we look at our mission, how do we find what our mission was again? Objectives, mission orders, Control O. So we need to find as many mineral-rich planets as possible. So when we've got that amount, it'll tell us. Let's go back to our nav map. We'll jump to this one. I think the green ones are the best ones to go to, so we'll just go here as we make our way. Let's enter the system there. And run. There we go. It's Alt and M to go back to your main screen. But like I say, things are delayed. So when I'm pressing things sometimes, it might take a second to get there. We'll look on the system map. We can see us travelling to the edge of the system. Just done an autosave, that's nice. Okay, we're in hyperspace. Probe 1 has arrived. Systems mapping is complete. No planets in system, so we've saved a journey there. Is there none here either? There's no planets here either. I think if there is a planet, you get like dots above that, where like that. Oh, you get some dots above. I'm gonna go to this one. We'll come in the system there. We'll head out. So yeah, this is a bit of a strange one for me to put on YouTube. But honestly, it's so in depth. I can't wait till it comes out on Steam and people get to try this. But it does. There is a learning curve. Like the manual is something like 57 megabytes. It's huge, and I believe that's getting updated as well. Target reached. Target bearing 64, distance 22. So let's have a look what that is. Oh, that's our target. That's our navigation. Okay, no planets here either. Let's head there. And what we'll do as well is, before we set off, I'm going to throw some probes out here. So probe. So you see our first one has arrived. Look, we can detonate it. I think you can even go collect it if you want to. It tells you where it is. I'm just going to send one here. We'll launch a probe there. I'll launch a probe here. And I'll launch a probe there. So they're all on the way. So we're going to get a load of reports in a second. Let's just go back to the main display and set course and engage. So you can see mission elapsed time, we've already used a day up. You do get longer times as it goes on, you get a lot more time to do things, especially when you're invading planets and you've got to search for targets and things like that. On my main game, I'm quite far ahead. We've got any targets here? Enemy activity detected. I really don't want to see that because I can't remember how to fight. So we do have a planet over here. Let's head that direction, and we do have enemy activity detected. Now we're not going to see anything until we get in range of that green box, so if there is enemy around here, I don't know where they are until it comes into our range. Enemy activity detected in that system, but there's no planets. Probe 4's arrived, 2 planets. Probe 5's arrived and 1 planet. So we've detected a UGA ship bearing 331, distance 80. Torpedoes are locked on target. Excellency, UGA freighters and starliners can provide valuable information, power or supplies and are worth a lot upon delivery. Should we set weapons to disable rather than destroy? Oh, that didn't come up before, that's good. So it's recognised that it's a freighter or a starliner. My torpedoes are locked, so it's asking me if I want to set them to disable, which I'm going to. I need to go to my main screen to see where they are. There it is. So we're going to fire these. That looks like a freighter. Oh, our emergency stopped. I forgot what that is. What's fire? Forgot what fire is. Let's have a look at the. Is it in here? Fire is. Oh, I can't believe I forgot fire. I didn't think I'd be fighting, so I didn't look at that one. Settings. Insert fire phases. Delete fire torps. I don't know where it is. We can see our long range scanners. So let's intercept this. Can we? Let's enter that as a target. It's probably running away. We can see it on our combat information system. So it's over there. So it's heading away from us. So it's UGA freighter, unable to scan. So we need to get a bit close. So navigation, pursue. And we're going to select this. So we're going after it. Now I don't move in this screen here. You don't move. You only get information. You can only set things. So I need to go back to the main screen to move. And we are paused. So now I'm going. I believe I need to set a velocity. Oh, I've pressed emergency stop again. Is that F10? That's it, that one there, F9. So we're going, there we go. That was F3 and 4, I forgot. Enemy ship has left the system, I believe. Yep, pursuit broken off. That's fine. It got to the edge of the system. I'm not going to chase it. You can chase it, so you can kind of guess what heading it's going and go chase it. But let's go to the planet anyway and scan this. We want a mineral-rich planet. Oh, is there an enemy in orbit? Yep, there is. It's scanning the planet. Bare mineral supplies available. We don't want to look at the planetary map. There is that. So we're going to fire on this. So let's fire phasers. I'm going to fire some torpedoes. And you'll see them on the orbit display at the top. You can see his orbit in the planet. You can switch orbits. And we hit that. They've lowered their shields. They're not disabled yet. Phasers have hit. Enemy ships arrived in our system, so it could be an enemy coming to engage us. Target's disabled. Okay, so now our target's disabled. We're going to go to engineering, teleport boarding party. Oh, shields are up. Let's send some more at it. Enemy ship disabled. Boarding party now. We're going to capture it. And now we can set where we want them to go. Now these places are, I think, important systems, so we can't beam directly in there. So I'm going to set some here. There we go, and I think is it A? Yep, A to activate. They're beaming down, look. And they're fighting. And you take turns shooting. Okay. We're looking good. And we've done. The ship's been captured. 26 captives taken. Okay, let me just check our... So Ingrid is 15 units of power. It also needs engine repair. We're going to leave a team of guards. We've got some captives. And I'm just going to freeze time here a second. So we're going to go to engineering, teleport. And we need to transfer some material. So our ship has the... Oh no, actually it's a freight, so it's got quite a lot. We can actually take some if we want, so we'll take some ourselves. not sure how much we can carry. Press enter and it's going to teleport them supplies to us. And we're going to transfer some personnel. So we do need to send some crewmen over. Is it crewmen? I can't send crewmen over. Is that already going to send them? Oh, I think it sets 24. Yeah, actually, forget that. This is how many you're sending across. This has changed as well, I believe. So it says 20 crew for prize ship. So we need to send 20 across, and it's already set that already. We've got 10 shock troops already aboard. Let's send these across. So 20 personnel transferred. So now they'll repair the engines. And when they're repaired, that'll head to the Starfleet. So we're good. I think another ship's about to come into orbit with us. Shields are up. UGA ship detected. Don't know what this is. It's out there, look, so we can see it over there. Now we do need to defend our freighter a little bit, so let's... message from the Ingrid, we've repaired the engines, we're setting course for Starfleet, so that's left orbit now. It's going to take, I don't know how long it's going to take, its course is 62 degrees. We're just going to freeze if we can. Can we freeze time? Yep. And I'm going to set a course towards this. And I just want to check as well, as many mineral rich planets as possible. Let's go to there. I don't know if I want to target, I don't know if I want to chase this, because we've used 2.5 days, we've only got 10 days, and my mission isn't to pursue enemies, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go here. Oh, I need to clear my targets. Delete. Accept. Enter that target. Oh. Enter. And then we're going to set course for that. In fact, that looks like a barren atmosphere one, so I'm not going to waste my time there actually. Let's just reset them. Target there. What planet we got here? Is that ice frozen? Oh, this isn't looking good. Let's go to this one. And I know this because I've got a guide up on my other screen. That in the manual you can see what's what. There's like a reference guide in there. So let's just unfreeze and go. Hopefully we don't run into that, whatever it is. So we're leaving as well. That enemy is over there. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, target reach. Let's have a look. No planets here. Where's the best chance we've got of planets? It's going to take a bit of time to get there. It's going to waste a day, but we'll go over here. We'll get a report when that Starliner freighter, when that freighter reaches the Starfleet. Just going to the edge of the system now. I'm going to be coming across this way and heading over here. That's a lot more smoother. I'm sure that didn't used to be as smooth, which is good. As I said, Trevor is working so hard on this game. I kind of feel bad because I've not played it in a while. So there you go. Ingrid has arrived. We've got 120 Krells, and our share of the booty is 12 Krells. Okay, we've got some planets here, which is good. B is Krellan-like, so that'll probably do the mission if we do this. Let's get there. F9 to engage. There we go, heading's changing. Maneuvering engines engaged and we're going. But it's amazing that this was made in like 1989, and there's still nothing as in depth out there. Like some games do some of this really well, but I've not seen a game that does all of this. Yeah, we're going to go into orbit, yes. Okay, we've got an enemy. Let's go to the main screen. As I say, there's a bit of delay. I've pressed Alt and M, but it's doing everything else first. Scanning the planet. Hopefully it's mineral rich. Yep. So rich minerals. So we only had to find one, so we've completed the minimum requirements. So press any key. To end the mission, you have to return to Starfleet, or you can continue until the time expires. We're not going to look at the map. I've got another freighter, so let's get this. We should still be on disabled. Disable even. Torpedoes are away. Fired out phases. And you're waiting for the power to go down. So the power's like the health. It's left orbit, but we are pursuing it. I'm just going to freeze time here. So I can pursue effectively. And where is it gone? Just unfreeze, see if we can get a bearing on it. Yep, there it is. So it's probably heading out the system that way, so let's follow it. There it is. Let's try and disable it before it goes. And I also want to, let's go to here, navigation, pursue. Nav computer's on there. Let's go to the main screen and make sure we've got a speed set. Yep, we have. %, one more hit. There we go. So we're in pursuit of that. Now what we can do, let's try this. Let's go to engineering, I think. Tractor beam. And we're going to tractor it. Oh, target must be to our rear. Turn ship around, yes. There we go, tractor beam is on. Excellency, tractor beam will be cut off if shields are raised. Should we turn off the AAS? AAS, I can't remember what that is. But we'll say yes. What I want to do first, which I should have done a second ago, is teleport a boarding party across. Oh. I might have messed this up. Let's turn our beam off. And just fire load the shields. Okay, teleport boarding party. Capture. Put them near the bridge. And you can, in the manual, I think, see what each of these systems are if you want. So you can actually look at the reference of this ship and it will tell you what they are. Beam them across. There we go, I think we got it. Amazing. There we go. So I've got that. Now we can it'll ask us to keep a crew aboard, I reckon. We'll leave it to my guards. We're not going to teleport a crew over because we're going to tractor beam this back to Starfleet. So engineering, tractor beam, select target, that. Okay. I can't remember what AS is. Let's do Alt J. Oh, we've got another one. going to ignore that freighter. Just because I don't want this episode to drag out too long, and you've already seen me take freighters. So I've just done Alt-J, and that does nearest starport, so yes. Set a new target, maneuvering engines engaged. Hopefully we're taking this freighter with us. There we go, that's attached to us. So we're heading to the edge of the system. Not far away. I'm not sure if there's a chance to lose that freighter while you're in hyperspace. Okay, there's some more battle cruisers. So that took 5.5 days. Yep, we've still got it with us. They're escorts, I believe, or other ships. I can't remember what they are. I think they're destroyers, them. Shall we dock? Yes. So we're docking here. Captives transferred to port. 53 captives have been delivered. So earning me 5 slaves. Congratulations. For capturing an enemy, you'll be well rewarded. The cargo has been valued at 440, so we'll get 44 Krells. And we wish to conclude the mission. Yes. So congratulations, you've successfully completed the major objectives. You get a nice little summary screen. As I say, looking at this, you can see everything that's involved. Like there's heavy cruisers, light cruisers, destroyers, frigates, scouts, starliners. And then you can see on the bottom left, there's also star bases and things like that. On the top right, you can see crew, starforts, planets lost, cities destroyed. There's so much here. You can see the Krellan lot, values, orders. Does that work? No, that doesn't work. So we're all good here. Wait for this to time out. There we go. Oh, this looks new. You have successfully completed 1 mission in this campaign in 1 attempt. Your current accumulated personal wealth totals for this campaign: wealth 240, slaves 5. Your average per mission, obviously it's not different. Progress towards battlecruiser upgrade, 0%. No, only sub-admirals and above can upgrade their battlecruiser. For personally conducting a boarding assault of enemy ship, you are hereby awarded Space Assault Medal. We see our career statistics. I think that's new as well. So you can see how many star systems were mapped, planets scanned and surveyed, with supplies, how many bases we've established, how many treaties we've made. Oh yeah, I forgot you can negotiate as well. You can see your losses. Do you want to delete them? So if there's any data files from this mission is not needed, I can just delete them, so I don't need them. So it's going to delete them files. Would you like your log files to be saved? I think I do. Especially since I'm playtesting, I want to keep stuff. And that's the first mission over. So if I look at my service record, I can see that's the first mission. I'll be able to see this one, I think. So view orders. So my second mission is to locate and survey with landing parties at least 5 new Krellan inhabitable planets. And it tells me what class they are. And I've got 25 days for that one. Now, I don't think I can look at all of these, but literally these first few are just like Recon and things like that. And then it just goes from there where you're attacking heavy cruisers. You've got to hunt them down. You have to hunt down heavy cruisers throughout the map. And I think in my playthrough, I'm up to 7A. And you do get a lot of days to do them. I think number 5 is where you do like planetary invasions and stuff, and with higher tech levels. So some planets are easy to take, whereas tech level 5, there's a lot of effort needed to do them. So yeah, we can see our service record all there. There's tutorials as well. So I've done these in another one. So you do need the training manual, because you need to read the training manual as you're going through these tutorials, and it gives you like step by step on what to do. I don't think that email works at the bottom. Don't do that. Just go look for the Discord. I'll put a link. I think I can put a link to it. I'll check first. information. I think we looked at that before, didn't we? Yep. Yep, I was wondering if I was still in the playtesters. Yep, I'm still there. You can view members of the fleet. Oh, so if there's someone else playing on your system, like I can see my other account there. Look, so I'm an admiral, mission 7A. You can practice as well. List your legions. I don't think that's going to say anything at the minute. No, it won't. But yeah, really good game. It's not out yet, unfortunately, so you're watching this, you won't be able to play it yet as it's not been released, but please go wishlist it on Steam. I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'll carry this playthrough on so you can see the missions. I'm not sure how often I'll release them, but yeah, and this is all new, so stuff might change. So if you're watching this in the future after the game's released, some of this might look different. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think of this excellent game. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.